Welcome everyone to Alpha Racing League, round number 4 here at Baku in Azerbaijan. Here we're here for Tier 2, we had Tier 3 earlier. Hopefully this should be an entertaining race. I am Max Bulldog 26X and I am joined by Axe F1. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Polo?
I'm good, I almost called you GSRX.
I mean, it's only been about a week, so...
Yeah, fair enough. Coming off the back of a pretty chaotic Tier 3 race, to put it in words. We're here for Tier 2. Woman took a 37.5 as a banker. Very quick from him. But hopefully we have a... Well, Tier 3 was definitely exciting, that's for sure. Driving wasn't amazing, but like from the spectator's point of view, I did kind of enjoy that race. It's just driving wasn't the best from a driver's point of view.
Yeah.
But what did you watch the race? I believe.
Yes, I did.
Oh god, yeah. What were your thoughts on that race?
It was very hectic, and a lot of the time you just didn't know where everyone was going to stack up at the end of the race until that final like 3 laps. You had no idea where everyone was going to be, and just had retirements, galore, collisions, front wings everywhere. It was absolutely chaos.
I mean, it's not really much to not expect of this Baku, but yeah.
Expect a few collisions and a little bit of controversy, but when you get our ticket count in the server, it's a bit.
Yeah. Let's talk about Japan last week, I guess. Well, you weren't there. I was the only one commentating.
Yes.
Because I had to do 2 races on my own. It's fine. You were busy. But Xbilo took the win and Whammon retired. So even though Whammon went 2 on the trot, Xbilo's consistency has put him into the lead of the championship. Ahead of Whammon, of course, with Atlantis, the season 3 champion in P3. So not amazing start to the season for him, but it could have been worse. Matty Mumu, his championship rival, is actually close behind with Bennett in 5th. So it's really the battle between McLaren, Williams, and Red Bull for the instructors. It's been a great start to the season for Xbilo and Whammon, who both taking wins. Xbilo Japan, I believe Xbilo's got a podium in every race, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. No, he scored 4th in China.
Still top 5 every race.
Yeah, top 5 every race. Got pinged. Oh, that's his social media. Alright. Yeah, it's been a close start to the season. But Whammon currently is 1 second clear. Oh, well, 9/10. You want to be a nerd. But a second clear of Xbilo Whammon is. So I'm really surprised considering he is the master of qualifying. But Afridico's actually closes that gap. 38.2 from him on his banker time as well. So not a bad lot from him.
Yeah,
but,
I've just been looking at the timing page and seeing like who's on wheel, who's on controller. Baku, I'd say it's pretty decently even, to be honest. There's a lot of traction zones, but there's a lot of places where wheel makes up a lot of time. Mainly the Castle section. Down in these lower tiers, it's for some of the pad players to hook up their laps and hook up the consistency, so we do see a lot of people on wheel towards the top. But obviously you're gonna have some shining pad players like the Xbilo, both very good in qualifying and Xbilo especially in the race. They're gonna be able to hook up some good laps here.
Yeah, I can just think about that time in GSR when during
Yes.
commentary, I don't know, the controller, like, it was saying like wheel was like a lot better, and then there was like a pad, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something
Yeah, it was a bit
something like
ridiculous
that.
there.
Yeah. I think Baku is a bit of a pad track, but not as much as most tracks, like would people would see most tracks.
Yeah,
It's mainly
I
pad.
tend to agree because you're gonna have your guys like you, Jack, Such J. I'm talking tier one here, but you're gonna have those guys who are really good on a pad. They're gonna excel here just because of the nature of the third gear, fourth gear corners a lot of the time. But as you get lower down in the tier rankings, the skill gap increases, I think, over pad compared to wheel. A wheel, I would say, is a lot more close. You're gonna be able to keep that consistency no matter your tier and pace. But on a pad, the skill gap just widens as you go farther and farther down. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out on top here today.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say since we're in tier 2, I'd say we'll be probably quite even between the two.
Yeah,
Um, but like, the likes of, is Whammon on wheel or on pad?
he's on a wheel. It's wheel pad right now for top four. So kind of just
So, yeah, definitely quite
showing.
even between. So, yeah, gonna be definitely one to look out for. Obviously people are gonna be, oh, pad so OP at this track. But, no, I'd say Baku's not one of those tracks. Davis is making his first time full-time start since season 3. He didn't get a seat, but then Beatnik left the league, so I decided to pick him up for AlphaTauri after Kagoda left, and I'm now the team leader. Davis, he's shown promise. He got a really good result in Bahrain. He knows when to show his pace, and he's a pretty good driver. We've seen in season 2 he won the Tier 3
Yeah.
championship quite comfortably.
Yeah, that was a very good pickup by your team. Definitely one of the top, I would say top midfield. Most weeks he's gonna score regular points for you guys, and yeah, I think that was definitely the best driver you could have gotten when Beatnik unfortunately had to leave.
Yeah, I could have gone Alfie, but obviously he got promoted to Tier 1 reserve
Yes.
because of how speedy he is. He's probably on his Xbox right now playing F1, sweating at the game, probably setting quicker time trial times than Jack. But anyway, KDX goes fourth. It's 5 minutes up to go in the session. I think it's actually 6 because I loaded in like extremely quickly. Atlantis currently 14th. He hasn't set a proper lap yet. He validated a 38.6. I'm gonna put him only 7th. And it's kind of low considering there's only 16 drivers racing today. It's because Truck is a race ban and people are busy, or the Super Bowl, or having wheel problems. Which is fair enough. Yes.
Yeah, it's a big weekend. Super Bowl obviously tomorrow for a lot of us Americans. Some of you guys will be watching. But yeah, there's a lot of Premier League games on. So
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a blessing because it is Baku. We're gonna see tier 3. We had a lot. Tier 4 was kind of okay, I guess. We'll see how it goes here for tier 2 today. I think a lot of them did watch earlier today, so they're gonna be maybe a little bit more cautious, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, Tier 2 is a lot of clean drivers. There's the likes of a few names. I've already seen an instance like Xpilo, Bennett, like Alanis when he doesn't hold off people on the safety car. But Well, no, the majority of this grid is clean. It's just like they do get caught up in incidents from time to time, which makes the race less entertaining. But this Q2 is quite a clean tier. It's just so far this season, Baku, Bahrain. I don't know. Was Bahrain yes, I think. I don't know what I thought about Bahrain.
That was the kind of meh race. The midfield was packed because we had that huge train for like 10th place, I remember.
Oh, yeah, but Bahrain was decent. I think that's what I said. It was China that was a bit of a mess. Considering there was a lot of collisions. It was, yeah, it wasn't the best of races, but things picked up in Japan. I know I made that overreaction post-race that the race was dirty, but it wasn't. Hopefully today, to be honest, if we have like a slightly dirty race, I won't be too mad since it's Baku. But
listen, anything is better
yeah.
than the currently 30 tickets in Tier 3. We've hit the channel limit. We have to delete some stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Even read on a lap is Wyoming, who's a 10th up on his time.
holy cow.
Even though he's like almost a second clear of the whole pack. He's on board and he takes his castle section super aggressively, super nicely. Oh, but he almost lost it.
That was... Yeah, it's a very
So
tricky
it's F1
corner.
boy, straight lines turn 1.
Oh.
And that's his qualifying session over. I don't know why he did that. He's probably ran out of fuel. Yeah, he doesn't have enough fuel, so he just gave up. There's people on there at laps.
Womman still might improve here. Somehow. He hasn't backed off yet. Holy cow.
As well. Wait, he still went quicker even though he almost spun. Wow.
I think
Tier 1 question mark?
I might need a new driver.
We might have to make a tier 1 reserve, don't we? We might have to pull an Alfie on this one.
Fortunately, I think I'm gonna need to pick up a driver. See, if obviously if this race face is awful, then can't really do anything. But moment doesn't look promising for him starting in this tier. He's got a 9-10 gap to Fruity in second. Everybody gonna be starting the final runs about now. Bennett's currently on a lap. Going to the castle section in just a moment's time.
Yeah, he's half a 10th up. So I'm going through the castle section. How is he gonna take this? He takes it pretty nicely. Hits that apex. Oh,
A little slidey.
Slides, but sliding does kind of work. Perhaps
I've seen it work.
rotation. How's he gonna take this corner? He did it very nicely, to be fair.
It likes to miss that curb, which is, I think we'll see a lot of that in the race, but in quality we might see a couple hop the curb here.
Yeah, 3 turns up he is. Qualifying is not over. It's over.
Is that a toe from his teammate?
I think it is.
Maddie's setting up beautifully here.
He's on an outlap as well. He's on a 7 years out now, so...
How about that? McLaren working together. And Bennett will go P2.
Bennett, that was crucial. Free's 1/10 up though, so he could, he might have something to say about it. Hitting this inside, he jumps over the curb, and he invalidates.
Davis's car got in the way of the exit there. I'm not sure if that put him off a little bit.
Yeah, let's so I'm going slightly up this time. I guess again a lot to help position and stabilize. Despite improving. But the Renault KDX, these two can start. Who would go P2? No, he goes P4. Next car is the Aqua Male, or plus they don't set a lot. Atlantis, I think, or XP, I think it's Atlantis. Atlantis goes P2! Great lap from Atlantis. Next up is his teammate Xpilo in the other Red Bull. See how he fares. It's not going to be pole, but it's going to be
P3. Patriot
wow.
going to the final.
Patriot.
And P5 for him. FH. Fifth.
Oh my god.
Super close.
Oh my
here.
god. Rossi.
Rossi.
Oh my god.
38 twos. Galore.
Oh. So now Matty. How much is he gonna improve?
Matty trying to get into the 38 twos here with everybody else, it seems. And he does.
He does his way.
38 super. That's gonna put him somewhere between 5th and 10th. It'll be 8th. So obviously we have a bit of an outlier in P1 here. But other than that, look at this, from 2nd to 10th place within a 10th.
Wow.
That's crazy. Genuinely crazy. I have not seen a quality session that close.
So it's Whammon on pole with Atlantis, Xpilo, Bennett, FH, Patriot, Fruity, Matty, Rossi, KDX, F1 Boy, Tony, Davis, Milo, Kustak, Feta. Oh yeah, bear in mind that Whammon lost time in Sector 2 as well. So
he almost spun out
gained,
the corner.
He could have gained 2/10.
He could have said like
a pole by a second.
Could have almost gotten a 0.0. That's like my time trial time, I think. 38.0, somewhere around there. Sorry, 37.0.
I'm actually really looking forward to this race. I mean, the gap between 2nd and 10th is a 1/10 and a half. That is crazy.
Knowing Mr. Woman, he's gonna pin it into a wall somewhere.
Yeah, Whammon is known to have. I mean, like I said, I keep saying it many times. He has improved his race pace, but he does have a tendency to bottle it.
Yes, that's gonna be if he does stay in Tier 2 somehow after this. Between him and some of the other competitors, it's just going to be down to his consistency. I think he's got the raw speed. We've obviously seen that. It's just whether or not he can hook together multiple race runs in a row, because he does tend to bottle a lot of races from prior knowledge.
Yep. So, Tony Kustak on the hards, with Davis and Milo on the mediums, and Feta and F1 Boy on the softs outside the top 10. Who are your two favorites for this race?
I will go with I'll go with FH in P5. From what I've seen, very consistent driver, and I think he can definitely keep it out of the wall today if he doesn't get himself pissed off by someone else's driving. So I'm expecting him to try and move up, and then I'll take one outside top 10. I'll go with Milo down in 14 star on medium tires. Sets himself up nicely for if we have a mid-race safety car at all, or any VSCs. Looking to do an alternate strategy today, so we'll see if he can move up the pack today here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with, for my favorites, I'm gonna go with Xpilo. He's leading the championship. He's starting third. He's two behind his championship rival, but Xpilo's race pace is a lot better than his quality pace. We've seen him many times before. See if he can pull out today. And my other favorite is going to be Feta. Now Feta, he has the pace to be one of the top drivers in Tier 2. It's just he keeps getting unlucky with many things not going his way. Since he's starting at the back, since he's gonna avoid most of the carnage, I think he could get a good result today if he stays consistent and stays out of trouble.
Yeah, it's all going to be about keeping out of trouble today. So we'll see who can do that the best.
Yep, everyone lining up into the grid. I believe that's Milo and Feta. Last one's to fall onto the grid. We're gonna get going. The 5 red lights. Well, not 5 red lights because everyone's gonna have to rev it up. They're revving it up. 4 lights, 5 lights. That's lights and away we go. Lee Wang got a better start than Alanis, but Alanis is there to challenge into turn 1. But Xpilo goes around the outside of his teammate. He's up in the 2nd place. So it's Wang to Xpilo, the two championship rivals, 1 and 2. At the back, there's not really been much carnage as of yet.
Kept it very clean.
Yeah, very clean through the first couple of corners.
Oh.
Look, Hustag got a 5-second for gaining a position.
See if he wants that appealed, if he can get that appealed.
He might have gone wide in the return.
Yeah.
KDX and Fruity were battling it out, but KDX has gone ahead. Whamon's already a 2nd clear of Xpilo. Not even 2 seconds. Oh wait, no, 9 seconds, but he's already a 2nd clear, and we're not even done the 2nd sector. Wow, okay.
Yeah. Big gaps between 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. They kind of all split apart, and then it's a nice train from 3rd down to 16th. Good amount of field on softs, by the way, to start this race off. We've only got 4.
Oh, but Bennett just hit the barrier! He's completely lost it out of the final corner, and he's wing damage.
Might have to pit here because of that. I think he will.
He's gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to do a 2-stop now.
Compromised race for Bennett now. He's gonna be hoping for some safety cars.
I believe 30 is damaged.
Rudy might have done the same thing, to be honest. Oh, we've got a contact turn 1, 11th and 12th, Feta and Kostag.
Now, Milo's trying to challenge Feta. The other 2 Tier 1 commentators going at it.
Yeah, these two. Tomorrow, they're racing together on track today. Hopefully they don't collide and then hate each other tomorrow.
Grr. Oh, but Feta almost spins Kostag. Wow, okay. But
Yeah, Kostag on the hards.
Doesn't get the move down. Feta's still ahead on those softs, but Miles did challenge again.
Still looking down the inside. Here's we saw a 5-second penalty for Terrafuge today. Saw him absolutely miss the breaking point there, so kept it clean here.
And yeah, Feta's still ahead. Behind that now, FH is charging in on Alanis. Alanis really struggling at the start. Maybe he's trying to help his teammate like he did in Japan. You never know. Or maybe this is pissing him the best. Heading on to lap 3. Wabins is in a league of his own. But FH is letting Alanis wait for ERLs. He's not pulling away that much even while using overtake. He's gonna use pure slipstream to maybe get past.
Doesn't look like it. Might be waiting for turn 3 here because it's gonna have DRS this time by.
Yeah. But here comes Fed on Kostag, down the inside heading into turn 1. A bit of lag from Kostag, but Fed gets the move done.
And Landon's got a good exit off of turn 2. Looks like he's going to just stay ahead for now.
And at the back, it's Fruity and Bennett going at it. And I believe Fruity's ahead.
Both have chosen mediums, so they don't believe they can take hards to the end from lap 1. That is a very difficult task. So you'd be on about 85% at the end if you don't get any safety cars. Yeah, as I said, a lot of people on soft to start this race. We had 4 start the race on an alternate strategy. We had Davis and Milo on mediums, and then we had Kostag and Tony on hards. Kostag obviously is gonna struggle a lot compared to the others around him, but we should see him start to climb back towards the middle part of the race. And then Milo and Davis, they just have to hang on for now, wait for the softs to die off here. And then they'll be all good to go to try and overcut the guys doing the one stop to the hards.
Yeah, the battle for 6th place between KDX,
FH on Atlantis for 3rd.
Oh.
Gets it done.
FH is ahead, but for the back there's almost 3 wide between KDX, F1 Boy, and Patriot. KDX has pushed off F1 Boy, and now Patriot is through on F1 Boy. Now Patriots now going to challenge KDX heading into the straight, heading into turn 3.
It's
I guess we have done. Let's come up into P6.
As we're going through sector 2, we didn't expect much overtaking here. Gonna talk a little bit about strategy. Should be a one stop for most of these guys, soft to hard, medium to hard, hard to medium, something like that. But we might see some gamble and take a 2-stop, soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft. Obviously, safety cars and VSCs will bring that strategy into the mix. Without those factors, it'd be very difficult for them to catch back up to the hard runners. But mediums are a very good tire around here. You would know that as well. GSR's Tier 1 race around here. We both did that. We both had to do 2-stop medium.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure we got a 1-2 out of that.
we did.
Yeah.
So, but obviously we had that VSC when we were coming down this main straight here. We had a VSC about now. We dove it into the pits. So that's really what saved our race, to be honest. Otherwise, I think Aid would have ran away with it. So we'll see if anyone wants to try and risk it and hope for a VSC to come out at a good time for them. But
Yeah.
you should see a traditional one-stop for most of these guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't. I mean, hard to stop is also a viable strategy. Again, like I said, if a safety car comes out then and it's pretty late in the race, you can go into softs and pretty much go on a charge or be in a high position, considering everyone's going to put the softs with you. Yeah, it's a bit of a interesting. Like, it's interesting what the strategy is, because many of those strategies can work. What do you think about Baku?
Yeah, Baku especially is one of those tracks where you don't. Traditional strategy won't always win the race. You can see a lot shake up due to safety cars, yellow flags, wing damage. So it's not a straightforward race here. Never is.
Yeah, alright, turn down the sound because no one can hear me and I can't do anything about that. Any mic I have is a stupid joke. I love it. And then when I try and be louder, I get snapped at by my parents. So yeah, it's a lose-lose situation for me. I love it. Um, anyway, enough about my sound issues. There's a bit of a train forming between Maddie, Alanis, FH. Patriot could be joining the mix as actually XPO now is being formed in the train. As XPO actually hasn't been that fast the last couple of laps. FH has definitely been gaining quite a bit on XPO.
Say Matty's in a very good position here in 5th place. Look at his ERS advantage compared to the 3 ahead of him. Not Expo actually, but FH and Atlantis down in the 30s and 40s, whereas Matty does have that 80% and Expo at 90 now. So those two looking very good. Wallman has 100%, so he's kind of cruising. But this train could get interesting, especially down the line. Could see some undercuts and overcuts using the ERS to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the undercut is, I mean, in this game in general, is very, very, very powerful. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's only a few tracks where overcut works, really.
yeah, tracks like maybe Singapore, because like
Traffic, yeah.
traffic, yeah.
Singapore, Britain comes to mind, Italy, some of those. We have our first hitters.
Wait, did Atlantis hit the wall heading into the pits?
Matty's jumped
And
Atlantis
Matty,
through.
what?
He's just
Oh
got.
my god!
He used the
What?
ghosting system to his advantage. He's jumped Atlantis into the pits.
And Atlantis got damage. He has to pit and he's losing. He's lost a lot of positions.
Everybody boxing for the hearts, so doesn't look like anyone's risking that. Wallman's come out right ahead of Milo. Milo's kind of pressuring him, to be honest. He's on the mediums, which in theory should be roughly similar to these fresh hards here at the moment.
I'd say 6-lap mediums would probably be around the same. I mean, since Atlantis needs to get past Bennett, it's not going to be not really great for Atlantis. He's getting held up by Bennett, who's one of his championship rivals. I mean,
Yeah.
Bennett will have to pit again, but he's not going to make it easy, even if they are friends.
Bennett's definitely going to pit again. It'll be interesting to see what tire he decides to go to, if he wants to go to hard, or if he'll try and do a double medium to the end, pitting somewhere around the halfway mark. He definitely can make that work if he chooses to do so, or if he wants to try and undercut some of these guys and get onto some fresh hards.
Actually, in saying that, Patriots passed XBLO.
Into the pits as well. Both of them go. Both the Ferraris stay out an extra time.
XBLO broke his front wing.
Oh, maybe he
Red
did
Bulls
what
broke his front
Bennett
wing.
did.
Yeah, he might have. Both Red Bulls have had a broken front wing heading into the pits. Now here comes Tony-san. Side by side with FH. Tony-san stays ahead. He has a right to battle this because oh, but Tony hits the wall. But Tony has a right to battle this considering like the tires aren't that. I mean he has the faster tires, but to be fair,
Yeah, Phage just gets ahead here. So, everybody electing some hard tires. Kostek went on the mediums. He started on the hards. Mostly got wing damage, so it's bad enough. And Wallman has gotten by Davis here.
yeah, Waman, he's gonna come. Like once these two pay, he's gonna be like leading by a very, very good margin.
Interesting by the two Ferraris as well, both of them electing to go very long here.
Yeah, one of them is gonna have to pit, and then the other has to go stay out another lap. I'd say it'll be F1 Boy if they're being strategical,
Yeah,
but I don't
could
know.
could go the other way though, because Feta is on a wheel compared to F1 Boy on the pad, and the tire wear will be a little bit worse for F1 Boy here at this time. So yeah, Feta is staying out, and F1 Boy does pit. So I was maybe right, probably not, but cards to the end for F1 Boy. He'll have some very fresh ones compared to some of the people who pit a couple laps earlier.
Yeah, the gap between FH and Whammon now is 3.7 seconds. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on. Yeah, it's 3.7.
Yeah, currently, because of all those push-up shenanigans and front wing changes, current, the net running order would be Whammon in first, FH second, and Patriot has taken over the final podium position with Maddie just behind him. And after that, so quite a big gap to the guys who had to change the front wing, 5 seconds as you'd expect. 4.2 back to Rossi. Just having a quiet but solid day so far, as long as everything else goes his way. He's still going to get some good points here today as well. Making it for the loss of Adam as well.
Yeah, just in general, this race has been really solid so far. No
I agree.
retirements, barely any incidents. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, obviously, because we are ARL commentators. We do love to jinx things, but
We do.
I'm gonna hand it to these tier 2 boys. You've had a very, very good start to this race.
Yeah, we've definitely stepped up compared to Tier 3 earlier, as Feta would be the final soft runner to make his stop. Interested to see, yeah, he will go hard. I was wondering if he was trying to stretch it out to mediums, to be honest here. To try and do a soft medium strategy. Do something a
Yeah,
little
that'd be
different.
hard, though.
But hard it is for Feta. He's taking this off 9 laps, which is impressive on his own at the start of the race, because stops at the beginning of the race really do not last very long because of the heavy fuel loads and just how much extra weight the car was carrying. The tires somewhat overheat, and the rears light up very fast.
Yeah, so once, Davis pits, the gap between... Alright, by the way, just saying now, Whammon has max ERS as well. Think about that.
Yeah.
The gap is like nearly 5 seconds. No, just... Whammon is now 2-1 pace.
He's stepped up his game in these last couple of weeks. He almost made Tier 1 on time trials. He was around the likes of Tax and John, but his race pace recently has really improved.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hats off to him for doing that. Always we have a safety car.
And what is that for? I believe that is for Fruticose. Slowing down a lot. It might be because of the Delta, but...
Yeah, I don't know who that's for. We'll see if anyone boxes. Trying to look at front wings here.
Oh,
See if
it's for
anyone's...
KDX. It's for KDX.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, he's got absolutely no front
flattered the
wing.
barrier.
This changes a lot. Could Davis pits off his mediums, he'll be going hard. So Milo follows him in. This is a very timely pit stop for some of those guys on the mediums. They'll have some fresh hearts at the end here. This really does help Feta. Feta P5 at the moment. Really, really good for him. And he's on the super fresh hards compared to everyone else. He got a 3-lap advantage over most. Bring him right back in. It'll take Wammon's ERS advantage that he had on every beat, put it back to 0. But should still be able to have the pace advantage over the guys around him, I would think.
Yeah, he will, but he will have to. He will be feeling the pressure of FH. FH isn't a bad driver at all.
Definitely not, no. And like I said, consistency on a pad around here, very difficult. And look at this top six. All on a wheel.
Oh my god. What? Wheel player! There's a wheel
That's
player!
a wheel player!
uh,
HBO Atlantis,
uh,
F1 boy Davis carrying the flag for the bad boys at the moment. 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll see if they can get back into this race. Along with Bennett and Fruity, this really does help them. Bennett on mediums, interestingly. Along with KDX, Tonyson, Caustic on softs has been interesting. He might box again.
yeah,
But
Bennett, to be fair, could make those
he
mediums
could take
laps
those
because of the
mediums to the
safety
end.
car laps.
Yeah, if the safety car doesn't come, if we're gonna go on lap 13, it's very possible to get those mediums to the end, I would think.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, um, like Bennett, I believe he's good at tire saving. I know he's friends with Atlantis, who is like a god at tire saving.
Yes.
But maybe he's learned his ways. But
Yeah, we'll see. It'd be interesting because
yeah.
there's 3 people on the medium. I think they could take it to the end. You would think they're trying to get to the end. Yeah, it would. Bennett could be charging back to the top 5 here if he can get everything to go his way here, and not do what he did on lap number 1. Hopefully.
Davis and F1 boy collide, and they both get 5 seconds.
Would be appealable if we don't get another safety car towards the end of this race.
Yep.
And they don't serve them in the pits, obviously. But they didn't look like they were close yet, as we have another incident between Fergie and KDX here. As, oh, Davis is out of the race.
Oh, he's gone straight on and just retired.
Maddie, like, I don't get back in here.
McLaren are having connectivity issues, and they're probably gonna blame my Wi-Fi for that.
Yeah. Sent him an invite. I'll try and keep track of that if he gets back in.
You're getting overtaken by Rossi. You can't do that, I don't think.
Shouldn't be able to. I've seen weird glitches though, so. KDX another 5 seconds. Fruity another 5
Fruity.
seconds. They're at 10 now, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Safety car is in this lap.
Yeah, they are at 10. Maddie's back in. He might be able to get back in just after this restart. He's back in the lobby. He's just got to be able to get control of that car. See when
Hopefully he
1 minute
can
likes to
by,
go here. Hopefully we don't have another restart like the one we had in Tier 3.
They're side by side.
Doing a NASCAR
they're
restart
not
here at
going
the
yet.
front. 1 minute likes to go now. That's a
Going
fine
past pit
restart
road.
by him. I don't think there was anything wrong with that one. It'll stay as it was at the beginning. Maddie still hasn't been able to take control of his car. He's going to lose a lot of ground here at the beginning.
Yeah, Lannis has gone a great restart. He's up in the 5th.
And Maddie is
up in the
back in.
6th.
Maddie's back into his car, so defending hard. Looks down the inside of F1 boy, almost gets the move done, to be honest.
Yeah, Wyman is leading from FH to Patriot. Feta up into 4th. Great restart from
Yeah,
him.
how about Feta? Did not expect this after his start to the season. Definitely improving on his wheel, and very proud of him. Kept it clean so far, no wing damage picked up yet by him, so might have just cursed him. I apologize if I did.
Yeah, he's had a great. He has had a great race so far. He's gone up 12 positions. I mean, he's went from last to fourth. Could he go on for a win? I'd say not, because Waman. But
Yeah.
he could definitely be on for maybe even a podium if
If everything
well.
goes his way here,
So.
especially with this tire advantage he's got on those top three and most of the field in general. Super fresh cards for him. Could be very interesting. Costek.
Patriots trying to charge in on
Oh yeah.
FH. Waman's actually used up all of his ERS.
Atlantis has just gotten by Feta for fourth.
P4, yeah. That is definitely trying to save his ERS for sure.
Yes, Matty still looking to gain back his ground he lost from that disconnect.
As KDX is out of the session.
He's gone straight on at turn 1.
Yeah, and that's the VSC. Don't know why he went straight on, but
looks intentional. Not sure if he got tagged from the rear or anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It puts a little hold in the race. Kostek's on the first stall, so he'll be aggressing through the field, but he's got to make another stop in this race. He's going to be hoping for another full course safety car.
Batteries died.
Xpulo... Did he just... Xpulo just hit the castle section wall under
and he's
VSC.
damaged.
He's got the right front end plate missing. That looks like orange damage to me.
Yeah, and Davis has locked the session, yeah.
He might have to pit here. No. Medium should make it to the end comfortably, so if he does have to pit here, should be okay on that front. Yeah, getting passed by F1 boy, and he'll be boxing here. Unfortunate.
Yes, has been enabled.
How about Atlantis right now on a charge? Up to 4th, looking to get by Patriot. Might be able to get to him on the main straight. Patriot just barely in DRS range of FH, trying to hold on to that. Status quo most of the field here. Not too much happening. Yellow flag though. Oh no, I cursed him. Oh no.
Oh, are you serious? We just cursed Feta.
He's
I in the bar.
Both end plates missing, most of his left side missing on that front wing, and he's gonna have to make a pit stop here. There's no way.
Yeah, we cursed him. Yep, of course we did.
I am so sorry, Feta.
I'm so sorry, Feta.
Oh. I cannot believe it.
Waman's in the pits.
Why is he in a pit lane? Did he lose a front wing as well?
I actually think he did. He might have. Let's have a look at the pit crew.
How about this? Yeah, I think the pit crew has a front wing for him. No.
Oh, he's just pitting. What?
Oh, they didn't change his front wing. They did not change his front wing.
He didn't change his front wing. Oh my god, this has changed the race completely.
So FH is going to take the race lead out of this. Patriot is 2.5 behind, and Atlantis now takes over that final podium position for the moment. So Wama's going to have to stick it out on those medium tires. You would assume, right? He's not going to...
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was
broken
missing a
front
whole
wing.
side of his wing.
Yeah.
This changes a lot here. If we don't get a safety car, it's looking like Waman has taken himself out of the race. Might still be able to grab points at the end of the day. See.
I mean, it's made the end of the race more exciting, and
Definitely has.
I'm all for that.
Definitely sparked Patriot. He's already gained 2/10 a second on FH.
As Fruity's in the barrier.
Oh, Fruity, oh no. Sitting backwards. Does he have damage? I think he does on the left side.
Yeah, a little bit. KDX is up a session. He's already out of the race, so it's fine. Here comes Atlantis now on Patriot. This is for P2.
Not using ERS though, so
He's probably gonna try and use Slipstream. I'd say he's gonna back out. Yeah, he's gonna go for the move into the. He's playing a tactical, which is what we're all here for.
Yeah, don't do anything stupid. You don't want to risk the front wing around here. You lose seconds sometimes, depending on the damage. Won't be able to get by Patriot now, though. So he's going to have to wait another lap, unless he can get an interesting look, or Patriot makes a mistake.
Bennett's past Myler for P7. Bennett, to be fair, isn't doing too bad on those mediums.
Along with Fruity.
He's pit again, yeah. I think his front wing has been repaired. Yeah, it has.
So he's 13th. Got a long way to go to the points, but soft tires for him and Fruity, they should be able to get a move on here. If they get a safety car now, they're in luck, but we'll see.
The driver that would be saved by the safety car would be Kustag, because Kustag's file upload stops. He's definitely gonna have to pit soon.
Yeah, he's gonna have to box probably around 20, about 20-ish.
Yeah, around there.
I would say. But he's gonna be praying for a safety car as well to keep his track position. He's done well to get to P5 as well. He started all the way back in, I think it was 13th on the safety car restart. Atlantis on Patriot though for P2. He's got it done.
Yep. And behind that, Kostag and F1 boy for, well, P4 on the track. Kostag is ahead. A Patriot though, is he going to fight back on this? No. So Atlantis is up into P2.
Yeah, Patriot doesn't have the ERS. Look how much he has. He's got 10%. So he's going to try and cling on to Atlantis, I think, and just try and get pulled along to FH. See if he can get into this battle here. If Atlantis can catch FH, that is. Because if Atlantis can get the DRS of FH, he can save his battery back up to try and even it out with FH. So, this will be very interesting to the end here.
Yeah, Atlantis needs to get up to FH. FH's ERS is pretty damn good. He saved it up quite nicely.
Yeah, he's got himself 60.
Yeah.
Atlantis is down 20%. He's got 35% here.
He's using quite a bit unnecessarily. As FH gets a very nice line through there. He's probably going to gain quite a bit of time. He gains 2/10 from that. And Patriot, I believe, is just about still in DRS of Atlantis. Will he? Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close. I think he might be, though.
We
but the VSC is out.
This helps Kostag out.
Yeah, Kostag could pit this lap. But who's that for?
That goes for Tony. I saw him get passed by Superwoman.
Yeah, he got big wing damage.
Yeah, I think it was Castle section there. Kostek does pit. Obviously not the full safety car he would have wanted. Him and Maddie pit. So Maddie's getting off the hards here. Might have damage. Yes, he does. Bandit's up the session. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
More problems for McLaren. McLaren,
McLaren
please
lagging.
stop.
Can you stop lagging out? Like, oh, Milo's got a drive-through penalty. And left Tony's out of the race. He's completely bending into the pit lane. And Kostak's on fresh softs, and he's gonna be on a charge for sure.
Come on. Get back in here, Bennett.
Fetta's retired.
I was in the pit lane, I think. And then just put him on track again.
Fruity, wait, no, why am I talking about Fruity? Milo's past Bennett, but VSC, another VSC is out.
Another one, I think. Is that for... No? I don't know who that could be for. This kind of helps Bennett out, trying to get back into the session. He's back in now.
20 cents left, yeah.
We'll be able to take control of the car probably just after this VSC ends.
It's a 6-go restart. Alanis
He's lucky,
is...
honestly. He's lucky AI didn't pit him there.
Yeah.
Yes, on. We're back green. Milo's supposed to do a drive-through here.
I have set the AI to 60. I think that's what it should be for tier 2. So it won't be that easy to get past Bennett's AI than usual
I
because...
just say that.
yeah, if Rossi gets past. I mean, like, 60 AI is still really diabolically poor.
He should be able to get back in very soon here. Just hoping it doesn't give him control middle of the castle section, because that would just be terrible. Oh, he's left again.
Oh. And another VSC.
That one might be for Waman.
Waman, yeah, I think it might be for Waman. No, he doesn't have wet damage.
Unless he spun it like completely 360 or something. Does this mean Milo can't start his drive-thru? Might disqualify him.
Watch my Wi-Fi get blamed for I bet it lagging out.
Milo's pitting.
Miles out, yeah.
I don't think he could serve the drive-thru because of the VSEs. It would have disqualified him. It's making Bennett create a character. This
Oh
game is
no.
so good. So
This is
good.
such a great game.
Bennett, I am so sorry, but honestly, you could have maybe challenged for the podium, especially with those mediums.
Yeah.
And now
Alas
he'll
is
be
in
trying to.
DRS of FH, so
I don't know when that happened. Genuinely do not know when that happened. But he's there. Very even on the RS, by the way, both at 20%. If these two collide, Patriot is in the box. He's got a 5-second gap to F1 boy.
oh, I think wait, was Bennett pitted?
Oh, come on, game.
This game is so it
This is
surprises me.
so stupid.
Pit him off of 9-lap mediums to another set of 9-lap mediums.
I'm sorry.
I'm done.
Bennett, Bennett's been shafted.
The driving has been pretty good today. For a Baku race, it hasn't been that bad. It's just the game screwing over everyone at this point.
I was on board Costag, and F1 boy ahead of him has got wing damage on the right hand side.
Oh. Like, most of the
Just snapped the
collisions
end
were
plate off.
self-inflicted. This game is so bad, man.
Yeah.
It really pisses us off at times. I think Ben has a right to be angry.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
with Pluto being team
We
leader,
would all be
he has
pissed.
a right to be
Every
angry.
single
Yeah.
person would be pissed if that happened. Didn't even pit him on good tires either. But we're gonna have a battle for the win here. Atlantis versus FH. Our infamous pad versus wheel. For the win.
Yes.
Both on even tires. Pretty much even on ERS as well. Oh, F1 boys just...
Roxy.
Oh!
Yeah, F1 Boys has spun. I think he just lost
He's
it
got
himself.
enough front
Did he?
wing as well. Yeah, he lost it
Yeah.
himself, I think, off the exit curb. That promotes Kostek to fourth. He's gonna try and get to Patriot here. He's got 3 laps to do so. Yeah, looks like F1 boy is out.
Out, yes. Sure that's not a safety car worthy, because, yeah.
I don't think we can get another one.
Yeah, I think the limit's done.
Maddie's gotten by an XPO, I think, or P6 as well. We're only having 10 finishers.
Yeah, which is weird. I mean, the driving hasn't been as bad as like, like most of the
No,
most of
it's
the DNS were
mostly been-
self-inflicted.
Yeah. I don't think we've really had any
Major incidents. So
collision to cause DNF, at least.
Tier 2's gonna get a camera post-race message.
Yeah,
I have a bit of
unfortunately.
sympathy for the guys, because
Yeah,
the game has been pretty shocking.
yeah, I agree. Or F1 boy. He's gonna finish 11th, so no points. Bennett should pass him any minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlantis still within range. Look at his ERS. He saved up 10% more than FH. He's been able to keep with them as well. can have 2 more
Oh, my
times
controller's
around.
off. Okay. Didn't even see that. Yeah, the gap's still a second. Unfortunately, Atlantis just can't find that, that 1 second gap.
Yeah,
ERS, Atlantis is better on ERS.
he's got about
But
double now. But he just doesn't have that DRS, which is quite scary to me, because FH knows how to drive here. He can definitely maintain his gap. But Atlantis, hoping that his ERS saving ability here has put him in a good position these final 2 times around. As also keep an eye on Kostak as well, closing in on Patriot for that final podium position, and Maddie on Rossi for the top 5. So we could have some good last lap battles here.
yeah, for sure. Kostak's sauce might start to go off, but to be honest, these guys' hards are starting to go off as well. So I'd say they'll probably be on not similar pace, but I'd say the sauce will be slightly quicker. But
Yeah, I agree.
Kostak has a chance to get a second podium of the season.
Yeah, both him and Maddie are rapidly catching the 2 ahead of them. So yeah, these softs are definitely working very well for both of them. But for the lead, it looks like FH is just edging out Atlantis right now. Atlantis has 40% battery, but he still hasn't used any of it. FH up to about 30. Two-second gap. Maddie's on to Rossi here. We should see a move down the front. Straight. He's kind of carried XP with him. XP has done well to keep up.
Yeah,
And
FH has pulled out to 2 seconds. Atlantis must have made a huge mistake or something. There is no doubt in that car, so he made a mistake for sure. We're heading on to the final lap. This is definitely FH's race to lose at this point.
Yeah, it looks like if he just keeps it clean, Fruity might give Atlantis DRS here. He does. Atlantis hasn't even opened DRS,
Bit of a
so
sabotage.
never mind. He does now. Towards the end of the straight, 1.4 seconds. Fruity
Ooh, yeah,
trying
just a little
to
slide there.
unlap himself, I think, to try and get a fastest lap in. So Fruity's gonna try and unlap himself. Maddie did not get by Rossi, interestingly enough, and Kostek has just pulled himself into 1 second to Patriot here for 3rd as well. FH and Fruity gets by right before cast section, so no big interference. Maddie got by Rossi right before the castle section. Good move for the top 5. Now Xpilo's on the back of Rossi as well. And Atlantis has, I don't think he's got
Almost on
DRS.
to a second,
And FH has got DRS on Fruity. Haas has played this perfectly on the final lap, I think.
Yep, Fruity is helping FH win this race. He has DRS. He's coming onto the final part of the straight. FH, he's drove a great race. He took advantage of of thing and wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
How about for the
Atlantis
podium?
comes on to take 2nd place.
Kostek's
But
not
now here
close
comes
enough.
Kostak on Patriot. Patriot's gonna keep it. Maddie Moon
And Xpilo!
is gonna come
Xpilo for
P5.
P6 as well.
Xpilo and Rossi gets it. And Maddie's gonna finish 7th. I think that's a timing glitch.
I think that's timing glitch, yeah.
Yep. Whammon is gonna finish 8th, with Fruity 9th and Bennett 10th.
Whammon and Fruity going for fastest left, I think. So we'll see who gets it. Whammon's up almost a second here in this time. Does not get it though. Who's got the fastest lap then? Fruity's gonna keep the fastest lap. How about that?
Yep. There's only 10 finishers. I mean, there is a bit of sympathy there because the game kind of screwed over a few people.
I agree.
Self-inflicted incidents. So, to be honest, not I mean, I wouldn't say it was a clean race at all, but better
No,
than
better than
better
tier
for
3. I
good
don't
for a
think we're
Baku
gonna have
race.
too many incident tickets for this one.
Tier 2. So far, no tickets.
Verdi's gonna come around and finish the race. I don't know why it didn't finish Bennett. It's very interesting.
This is up the session. I guess we just invite first and third because I believe Atlantis doesn't talk during interviews. He
Yeah, he
has
doesn't
like
have
yeah.
a mic. Well, that'll be it. 10 finishers.
Yep.
See, I think I've got both of them on my friends list here, so see if I can get them in. Yep. I don't think Atlantis is joining, so I think we can start up some podium stuff.
Ooh, man, you scored. Adams in shambles.
Yeah, well, I need to do the scroll down to
full
the
results.
16th. Yep, just in case Arthur goes on a tangent. Well, to be honest, he's alright too. I forgot to do it last week as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get started with interviews. FH, you took the win, obviously, kind of helped by, well, I'm getting damaged, but you took advantage of a race of attrition. How does it feel to, I believe, get your first win in ARL? I believe it is your first win.
Yeah, it was my first win. First podium as well. So yeah, it feels good. It was a little bit lucky, yeah, because Wyman definitely was quicker than me, but I feel like I did have some good pace during that race. Such a hard task. Like keeping Atlantis back, I just knew I had to push a bit more. And yeah, it worked out in the end, and yeah, feels good. Finally get a win.
Yeah, you obviously Wyman was leading most of the race, but he got damaged and his front wing didn't fix. It was all about taking advantage, and you've done a lot better with that. You've definitely improved keeping out of the barriers today, and you've shown that you could definitely fight for wins in tier 2. Does this boost your confidence heading into next week at Zandvoort?
No, I don't really like Stanford. I love the track, but I'm not
Oh.
good there, so I don't really have that much confidence. But I got double practice because GSR as well. We're going there next week, so it could work a bit better.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does. I mean, you don't know, obviously, but if Zandvoort was like what it was today, there was a good chance we possibly get some good points from just not making mistakes. I mean, I've had like one corner experience at Zandvoort in a league race, so yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really know what to expect there, but it should be fun.
Congratulations on the win. Ax, do you have any questions for
Cheers.
FH?
I I have one. It was how worried were you when Atlantis was charging back up in those final couple laps?
Pretty worried, because I knew he was quick around Baku. But yeah, I don't know how I kept him back, to be honest. It was like lap 21, I think. He made a mistake after the castle section, I think, and ever since then, it was just keeping that momentum. And the gap was at like 2 seconds at one point, it's the highest. Yeah, it wasn't great. It was a great gap, but it was good enough. And in JSR, I had like I basically had the exact same situation to win my first race of that season, Tier 2, at Baku. Basically the exact same thing. Someone was like a second behind me, etc. So yeah, I kind of knew how to deal with it, if you get what I mean. So yeah, good result. And
Congratulations on the first one.
cheers, Axe.
Maybe we'll see some more.
I hope we do. I hope we do.
I guess we'll move on to P3, where we won't be interviewing Atlantis because he has mic issues. But yeah, we'll let Axe interview since I got to interview FH.
Sure. Patriot, kind of a lonely racer most of the time. Sitting anywhere between third and fifth most of the time, and kept your track position, held on to third just at the end there. Bossite was charging. How did you think your race went?
Pace-wise, I think I was very quick, but obviously in my typical bottle fashion, we got the wing damage, and the win was pretty much over from there. But yeah, considering the wing damage I had and how fast Kostag was coming in, obviously one more lap and I was done for. It really came down to the line, but yeah, it's all about just learning for me. I'm just trying to learn traction off in the races. I usually just burn out the rears too fast from wheel spin, and I usually fall off near the end of the race. But pace was strong for the entire time, considering what happened with the wing damage. So I'm pretty happy with the result, considering.
Yeah, P3 always good. Podium's always nice as well. Stanford up next, as we said with FH. Another tricky traction track, triple T right there. How do you feel about your pace around there? Have you done any no traction around there yet, or?
Oh, no, I have not. So, obviously we're gonna do some practice this week, try and get used to it. Stanford is one of the very good tracks to learn traction off, considering how many traction zones there are. So I like how that might help me develop as a driver practicing for that, and obviously I get experience for the race next Saturday. So, no experience, but I am going to be practicing and I can for the race next week, and hopefully we can be a little better next week.
Good luck, from Mr. Team Leader. You might have a different teammate next week. We'll see.
We got pulled by 8/10, bro. We got pulled by 8/10.
I know.
He's too good.
You absolutely sweat.
He has to go,
Please.
blood. He
Please
has
put
to
one
go,
on the table.
blood.
Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that.
I gotta
Thank
go.
you.
Bye, kitty pies.
Alright.
Oh, I wanted to make my commanding drive quote. Well, no, I don't. Congrats on P3 Patriot commanding drive. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, it was a much cleaner race in Tier 3. Obviously, some self-inflicted DNFs, which wasn't great, and some co-masters tomfoolery. with the McLaren boys, but a much cleaner race than what we've seen recently. Thoughts on that race, Axe?
Uh, yeah, like you said, very clean. A lot of just errors on their own, getting wing damage, and then obviously retiring after no motivation to continue on after a couple hits off the wall. Um, if that was how clean Tier 2 was, I'm excited for Tier 1 tomorrow as well. Hopefully we can have a good showing as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, overall much better than Tier 3, as I think everybody would agree. So, yeah. Not a bad
Yeah.
race, but it wasn't an amazing one.
Yeah, it could have been better, but to be honest, it's Baku. You can't really expect a clean race from that track.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess it's it for me. That's it for Max. Tune in tomorrow for Tier 1. Me and Axe will be racing, as per usual. Should be a good race. Hopefully, Milo and Feta put on a good commentary showing. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night or day, depending on where you live. I'll see you guys. Well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow if I finish on the podium, which probably won't happen, but goodbye.